circle and flick your hair over your shoulder for me. Oh! Thank you. And then just turn around and just do that. Thank you so much. All done. Hey tribe, welcome back to my channel. My video today is showcasing a texture release. This is a thorough video. I thought I'd do a voiceover where I explain what I'm doing, when I'm doing it, how I'm doing it. So I'm starting off by detangling the hair. One of the things about the texture release is that it has so many steps, and a lot of them really skip the combing process, which is completely needed when you have afro textured hair. So I make sure I detangle. I sometimes even do a first lava shampoo to make sure that I get rid of all build-up, and then I start the treatment. So my client's hair was really quite clean, so I didn't need to do any of that. I detangled first, which she didn't really need too much of, but because she had a bit of length on her, I wanted to make sure that it was completely detangled, and then I went through and did the first 2 shampoos. Now with the texture release, these are the only 2 shampoos you're going to get, so you better make sure it is thorough. Once the hair is as clean as I would like it to be, I then dry for until it's 80% dry. Once that's done, then we go ahead and we start spraying the hair dilator with the hair in sections. As you can see, the hair is slightly damp, but pretty much dry. I spray it on each section. I make sure that, you know, it's everywhere. Sometimes I might go in and detangle just because we're gonna kind of dry the hair dilator in again, and I really want to make sure the hair is not stiff, tangling and just ripping apart. So we spray the hair dilator on. I don't know why I keep saying we. I spray the hair dilator on, and then once I've done that, pop under the dryer for 10 minutes. Once the hair dilator has dried in, I then section the hair again, and now I'm going to put on the releasing lotion. So the releasing lotion is quite an important part, and as you can see, I'm putting them at the roots first and then smoothing it through the rest of the hair. I like to do this because I feel like you get more control and you're not overdoing it with the texture release, because sometimes you can end up putting a lot more, and the texture release has gone through so many changes over the years that if you do overload it with the releasing lotion, what happens at the end is that there is such a big build-up that your client's hair won't be really nice and smooth and light. It will be quite heavy and oily, and they will obviously have to wash their hair at home to get a better result. So I try to avoid that. And one of the ways that I like to do that is by putting the releasing lotion on the roots and then smoothing it through. And if I see that there are any parts that need more, then I add a little bit more. So once this part is finished, you put a cap on and you leave under the dryer for 30 minutes. Once the hair is out of the dryer, I like to let it sit for 3 minutes and then we rinse for 3 whole minutes. I like to do this in sections, so I put a timer on and I rinse and rinse and rinse until the water is clear, and I rinse again and then I rinse again. You're not rinsing out the product, you're just rinsing to make sure that there is no excess product left in the hair and that you are starting off with a clean slate and blow drying with a clean slate without excess product. So once I've done that, I let the hair air dry about, again, between 50 to 80% depending on the hair. But you know, I love moisture, so a lot of the time I do like the hair to be a bit more moistured, and then we blow dry and then we start the whole straightening process. Now I trimmed the hair prior to putting in the LA weave rose, and you guys know I care about the hair health first. I love applying LA weave, and because my client wanted to wear her hair in an optimal straight look for a period of time, we added some textured extensions that matched her hair in the straighter form. I think looking back, we should have really gone for a kinky straight so that if she wanted to just wear it blow dry, she could have. This is something that we discussed later on, but overall she was really happy with the service. She kept it in for a really long time and it was just really easy to manage, but again, like I said, with a bit more of a textured extension, she would have had just a little bit more leeway to not necessarily always wear it straight, but sometimes just wear it blow dried. Can you see the blend? The blend is so good. So here I'm just about to blend the extensions, and just look at it in a ponytail. Look at it slicked up. It just looks so good. This is one of the reasons why I love doing extensions, and I've been loving them like on the course of this year. It just looks great. If you're just having a day when you just want to pack it all up, you can. It just will just work. Look at it, look at it. And placement is everything. I'm sure extensionists will tell you placement is everything. that's that for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you like the end result, and I have a series of videos on texture release. I will link them all below, from part 1 all the way to this one. I'm calling this part 4 because I think it's nice to have a visual of what a texture release is, and I will do a part 5 where I'll talk about after the texture release what happens next. And what I will do is I also will invite some clients to give their experiences about what they loved and what they didn't like, and etc. about the texture release. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.